Okay. Um, Pokemon was able to hold out longer than rate the super. So, yeah, don't know what that's trying to tell me here. I'm also not 100% sure where the stream cut off right there. But because of that, I'm just going to go through with the intro again while people might come back. Or they might be just fed up with this shit. Because OBS is just a nuisance to not only me, but all my viewers too. So thanks, OBS. Anyways, intro time. So at the time of doing this Rate the Supers, NetherRealm has moved on from Mortal Kombat 11. They finished everything with that. And now they're going on to their next game, which I don't believe has been 100% confirmed as to what that is. Only rumors so far, which there's stuff like, oh, it's going to be Injustice 3. Oh, no, it's going to be Mortal Kombat 12 already. It's going to be another Injustice-style game, but with Marvel characters. Like I said, we don't know what exactly it is yet. But if it is Injustice 3, that seems like a good time for me to go ahead and do Rate the Supers in Injustice and Injustice 2. So I do remember that Injustice Gods Among Us did have some pretty cool supers. I know the more memorable and flashy ones were the ones in Injustice 2 where characters are taking their opponents to completely new areas that had to be modeled out, and they all look so cool. They're also bringing out some of their greatest gadgets. They're doing these nice references, but there's also some of that here too. So yeah, I say let's just get right into it. And like I said last time, just gonna watch a video that has all of the supers compiled together. So shout out to Mr. EdXWX for the actual compilation video on YouTube. Let me turn the music off. And let's get to the supers. Boom. Explosive to the face, and then boom, we get 2 shots of this. All right, very cool. So I also kind of want to explain this. I was in the middle of this, and then I realized that the stream had disconnected. So Injustice has a few different ways of, or a few different types of supers. There's the ones where they try and reference certain scenes or moments with the characters, some iconic moments or moments that show off some great feats. There are some where they focus on a certain area or gadget. Like I said, a lot of the ones in Injustice 2 had that focus where it was the characters taking them to some new place or using some kind of weapon or vessel. And then there's also ones that are just them going all sicko mode and throwing out a shit ton of their weapons and attacks and techniques. Batman's here was an example of him going sicko mode because he starts out, he throws the smoke bomb, and then that of course gets his enemy off guard, sets it up. He's getting the Batmobile ready, and here goes, tases the opponent, knees them, throws an explosive batarang to the face, and then lets them get run over. Batman does not kill. Also, I think that the double shot of the Batmobile was cool. And yeah, I think that was a good use of Batman's different gadgets, because we had the smoke pellets, we had the batarang, we had tasers, and of course we had the Batmobile. Is it very Batman, though? Not really, but You also think of it's him going sicko mode, and yeah, that does seem like something that Batman would do if he's going sicko mode. I'd say there's about a. I like it, so I'm gonna say it's a 7. All right, the Jokers. This is another one where he goes sicko mode, right? Oh yeah, this one he starts with a pie, and he gets the crowbar, gun to the face, smacks you down. Yeah, that should have killed both of you, but yeah, that was cool. Also showing some of Joker's arsenal. Okay, it seems like the actual live feed is lagging a bit. That's not good. Where was I? And yeah, it's cool. You got the silly weapons. You got the pie to the face to start off, and then Joker runs in. He's using some of his more psychotic weaponry. He's got his crowbar that he used against Jason Todd. He's got his pistol, and then even a rocket launcher to the face, which, like I said, should have killed them both. But yeah, I think that works really well with Joker's very savage nature and just the whole movement of it all. Let's watch it again. So focus on Joker's movement as long as the stream doesn't lag behind. But if you can, focus on the movement that Joker does. Hold up, I have a very weird suspicion right now. The stream is now lagging behind. I hope that by me checking to make sure I was still live did not fuck up the stream. Okay, seems like it should be fine. Okay, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't accidentally mark this stream as unlisted. But no, it's marked as public, so that's good. Anyways, focus on Joker's movement here. Just the whole overall motion of it all. Throws the pie, and then here he goes. Runs up, does the crowbar, and gets himself in pose to do that. And in the pose to where he'd be able to whip out the canister and slam that overhead and then pull out the rocket launcher. Seems like the stream is still kind of buggy. So that sucks. I want you guys to see this so you could see what I mean. But apparently, OBS just wants to be a dick. Either way, I think that's a pretty good super. I think it's probably about an 8. Just about one better than Batman. I think so. I think Joker's is about an 8 out of 10. And now YouTube seems to be messing up even more. So if you could just cease. Okay, seems like YouTube has ceased with that bullshit. Superman's. This one is pretty basic. And that's it. So overall, not a lot happens. Superman just punches his opponent into space and slams them right back down to Earth. So yeah, overall, it's kind of boring when you think about that, how it's just punch you up in space, now fly up, now slam you back down to Earth. But at the same time, it's also pretty brutal. Like, a punch that's so strong that it sends your opponent into space, then he's fast enough to catch up to you, and then bring you right back down. So you think about that, it's like, okay, the actual idea behind it makes it seem a bit better, makes it seem worthy of something like a 6, especially with the whole idea that without that whole spectacle of, wow, they're in space now, and Superman is slamming them back down. It overall, not much happens. But it is still cool and brutal, so Best I can do for that is a 6 out of 10. Oh, that's right. Lex's startup is actually a strange multi-hit combo. Let's see that again. Interesting. And it calls upon his satellite. And then just gets this laser that did not have that same impact. That is not true. It did not have that impact to where you could see it from space. Fuck you. That is complete bullshit. But yeah, pretty cool. The startup, even though it is a multi-hit combo, it's not even that much of an impressive combo. I say instead should have just been the last hit of the combo. The if I could get it right here. Yeah, that right there. That spark. That force palm spark. And then follow through with calling upon the satellite and then gaining its energy into this spirit bomb. Again, like Superman's, not much happens. They mainly focus on the whole spectacle of it being he's powering up with this satellite from space. It's not really all that impressive, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give it a 5. Yeah. I feel like giving it a little lower, though I also, part of me feels like that's a little unfair, because it is still pretty cool. I'm going to keep it at a 5. Barry Allen, around the world in 80 seconds. This is less than 80 seconds, but whatever. Boom, and boom. All right. Again, another one where not a lot happens, but still, it's cool to see Flash go that sicko mode to where he's going to run around the entire Earth, or just around the circumference of the Earth, just to get that force, that speed, to where he can have a strong-ass punch, a strong-ass uppercut, and then be really quick to the point where you're only about, like, what? Lobo was fucking 5 feet off the air before slamming him back down. So he doesn't really get time to process the pain from that. So that's pretty cool. I feel like it's better than Superman's in my opinion, so I'm going to give it a 7. Lobo. Boom. Boom. And yeah, that's right. He flips you off. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. Frickin' runs you over. Makes you flip over so that you're getting to the back of his bike. Gets the perfect shot with his shotgun to shoot you midair, which somehow doesn't stop Flash's momentum. In fact, it kind of amplified him back right behind the boosters or the jets of Lobo's space motorcycle. And then he just burns them and flips them off. It's a very Lobo-style super, I think. So, pretty in character. I'd say it's about an 8 out of 10. All right, we get a cat fight here. Wait, what the hell? I'm so used to Injustice 2's Catwoman meow before she actually does her super. So when I hear this, she just moans. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. Other than, of course, they'd have Catwoman, the woman in a black skin-tight suit give a sexy moan like that. But hey, this is the comic book world, so you know that they're focusing on sex appeal most. Oh, damn. Another sicko mode. And that was pretty brutal overall. Because think about with the whip stopping you midair. Like that alone could easily break someone's neck. And then slamming them down, yeah, that's for sure broken. But then whips them back up onto their feet just so she can scratch their face and then swing them back onto their face. Just overall, so much damage to the head and the face. Man, Catwoman, you fight dirty. What the hell? YouTube. Also, okay, never mind. It looks like it's back. I think it's cool. I think I'd probably give that a 7 out of 10. YouTube is currently acting like something that I'd rate a 0 out of 10. Never mind, it looks like it's back. Okay. It is back. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Harley, what is her outfit in this game? Wait, hold on. I forgot that this was pre-Margot. So yeah, of course, Injustice 2, you look at that. There's that whole obvious Margot Robbie inspiration with Harley Quinn, but this was actually her design in the Injustice comics. Pretty interesting. Also very odd and very revealing. Then again, it's Harley Quinn. What'd you expect? YouTube. Don't. Okay, looks like YouTube is... Please don't do that while I'm actually rating the super. Please. Anyways, now that I'm done talking about how Harley Quinn looks, we're back to her super. Okay, so that was more of a jokey super. Yeah, that kind of sucks because it makes you think that she's gonna go sicko mode with her hammer, but all she does... Oh, fuck. YouTube. Please. Okay. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna go sicko mode with her hammer. She ends up only using that to... Fucking YouTube, stop. I don't know if that's just my connection or if that's actually YouTube just messing up. Well, considering the delay, I think it's just my connection. Let me try restarting that on this live feed that I'm using to make sure that the stream is still up. Okay, that looks better. Anyways, if I could stop being interrupted. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna go all looks like she's gonna go all sicko mode with her hammer. She ends up only using that for the initial hit, where she just hits you and then swings it as a projectile. And then what she does, runs up, looks like she's gonna give a punch, and then has some explosive pie that explodes your crotch. Okay. This was before they really knew what they were doing with Harley Quinn, it seems like. Because that's a little too slapstick. Oh, I'm gonna have to give that a 3. Yeah, that's just not good, especially looking at modern Harley and everything that they have her doing. This is a 3. El Cyborgo. When there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg. Okay, yeah, so it's just him using his strongest ability. Although, because it's so hard not to think about just how bombastic some of the future supers get. So looking at something like this feels underwhelming. But I guess even in this game, it is a bit underwhelming. Because you see, like, Batman, he's fighting dirty. And looks like he's even fighting with the intent to kill. Joker with this whole connected movement. Gracefully switching from weapon to weapon. And then you just get Cyborg here. Punches you with a big fist. Wait. And here comes a giant fist! Yeah, he does that to start it up. And then just does a big laser, and that's it. Though, like I said, that is kind of him doing his I guess, strongest ability. But if it's that basic to where it's just giant laser, there should be more of a lead-in. So what I think could have been done to improve it, he still had his grappling arms, right? He still had his if he does have that, then one way to do it would be to do some mini blasts, shoot them back, then get the grapple hand to reel them forward right into the giant laser. Just punch them and then activate the giant laser and shoot them. It's pretty underwhelming. Harley levels of underwhelming? Kind of, honestly, because they have Cyborg doing his strongest ability, and that's not even all that great. It doesn't look that great as a super. And Harley's is only that looks as a joke. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to give this a 3. Just wasn't impressive. On to Grundy. I forgot Grundy was in this game. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a command grab. Well, not even a command grab. You got to actually hit the grab button. And other than that, you just got super armor, and you have to walk up to your opponent and grab them, which is a very strange activation, and it could be pretty easy to dodge if you know what you're doing. But let's say you do land it. This happens. Okay, a weak-ass slice. Throw them to the other side. Pull out your tombstone and smash it over their head. That just feels like 3 completely disconnected attacks. 3 very underwhelming disconnected attacks kind of strung together to hopefully make something that's cool and coherent, but it's not. It just feels very awkward and like it wasn't really thought out all that well. Like this was, they kind of rushed Grundy's super. I wonder if Grundy's super was the last one made before DLC. Because that would explain why this feels so underwhelming. The tombstone is good, though. I will say that. Gonna have to give this a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's as bad as Harley's, And like I said, the tombstone does carry it a little bit. But, yeah, other than that, really just wasn't all that good. I completely forget what Green Arrow does. Okay. Oh, that's lame. That's lame. That's so lame. That could just be a grab. What are you doing? That could just be an amplified grab. What are you doing making that a super? Fuck. I'm giving that a 3. He fired 3 explosive arrows, right? Right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a 3 out of 10. Zod, if I remember, does something pretty interesting. Or am I thinking of Doomsday? Yeah, that's right. Zod punches you through the moon. And then back to Earth. See, okay, that's a huge step up from Superman's. Because Superman, all he does is punch you up and then punch you back down. Zod, he takes your ass to the moon. He punches you through the moon. And then he sends you back to Earth in a very forceful way. But unlike Superman, it's not just a basic bitch punch. It's with his eye laser. He's using another one of his powers. That's a great step up. That's a 9 out of 10. So wait, if Zod's the one who punches the opponents through the moon, what does Doomsday do? I knew that it was either Zod or Doomsday that did the moon. Doomsday does something very similar. Does he also use the moon? I don't know. We're going to find out in who knows how long. How long before Doomsday. Martian Manhunter. This one is... Okay, he takes you to Mars. He transforms into you for no reason. And then grows big and crushes you with rocks. Okay. Yes, they gotta make this super so that he can use it on 36 characters. But why transform... Why shapeshift into the character if all you're going to do is punch them? There's absolutely no reason to shapeshift into them. Other than the fact that, hey, we want to make this look cooler by having him turn into the person that he's hitting with a super. Another one that just confuses me more than it impresses me. They could have done much better with this. I'm going to give this a 4. Deathstrokes, I remember being really cool. Damn, that kick. Okay, so that is really cool. First does a dashing slice. Slashes you again, or slices you again, throws the sword up so that he has both his hands free to shoot you. And then, perfect timing, flip kicks the sword back. Perfect aim so that it stabs him right into the chest. And then continues to shoot. I feel like the continuing to shoot is a bit dull. I feel like it should have just been the first 2 shots only instead of the first 2 shots and then rapid fire at the end to finish it. I feel like a way to make that a little better would be to have Slade or have Deathstroke have placed a mine on the ground so that after the opponent gets stabbed, that impact forces them to go back and then step on that mine, and then that's the final hit. I feel like that would have been a lot better, a lot cooler than just gun, 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 bang, 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 bang. Even though, you know, Marvel confirmed that Deadpool is a ripoff of Deathstroke, a direct ripoff. So, yeah, think about that, guys. I still really like this. I'm willing to give this a 9 out of 10. Because that is just so sick. Raven, I'm not going to spoil it. Let's just go. Bunch of ravens, and then calls upon Trigon. Very cool. And takes you to this shadowy area. I wonder if that's supposed to be Raven's mind, or if it's just a shadowy area just because. Has her red shadow clones slash up the opponent, and then Trigon come in for a final hit. So I think that's pretty cool, especially because, like I said, it utilizes Trigon. But overall, all the actual attacks were pretty underwhelming. It was just Raven sending her opponent to the Shadow. I was going to say the Shadow Zone. What is it? The Shadow Realm. It's just Raven starting up by sending her opponent to the Shadow Realm. And then her clones, her red Raven clones, just scratching. And then Trigon doing an eye laser, and that's it. Given it is a 4-eye laser, but the actual attacks aren't anything to write home about. I'm going to have to give this a 5 because of that. It's only really held up by the fact that we get Trigon to cameo. So let's move on. Alright, Killer Frost. Okay, your opponent's already approaching death. Okay, that could have killed them. And then this could have also killed them. Oh, that's it. That's really it. The best part was making it so cold that a huge series of icicles just spawned right underneath your opponent and stabbed them. But then you just create spiky ice walls to crush your opponent and then drop on your opponent, and that's it? You can make anything you want out of ice to use as a weapon, and you choose just that? Oh, man, that's so disappointing. You used 3 of those spiky ice walls. 1 point for each ice wall. It's a 3 out of 10. If I remember, Wonder Woman's is pretty eh. That's it. She just restrains you with the lasso of truth. Then 2 Amazonian women come. Well, I guess they're all women, but 2 Amazons come. And one just knees you right in the crotch. The other breaks a stick over your head. And then Wonder Woman gives you one last slash. Yeah, not really impressed with that one. I mean, if you're going to call upon the Amazons for help, could have done a whole lot more. You could have had a whole army do something, but no, that's it. So give it a 4. I don't think it's bad enough to be a 3, but it's definitely not decent enough to be middle of the road 5, so it's a 4. All right, Ares. Oh, shit, that's a lot of arrows. Oh, shit, that's Big Chungus over there. That's a big hand. It's pretty cool. Shower of arrows, and then giant Ares. Just to the giant Ares part is kind of underwhelming since all he does is crush you with his palm because he's big. Could have done something cooler. Maybe he could have gone giant so that his hand would... It would be kind of like magnets where his hand attracts all the arrows back and the arrowheads are pointing down. So when he does the palm slam, he's also stabbing you with even more arrows. So overall, I say this is about a 5. Just one better than Wonder Woman's. I forget what Zatanna does. That scream, oh my god. I'm watching that again just for that scream from Shazam. Okay, sends you up into this vortex, I guess. Trapped. That scream and that harsh fall down. I think the best part of it is the scream from Shazam, which has nothing to do with the super. So, yeah, other than that, just cages you, slams you down head first. Yeah, underwhelming. I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna be generous because Shazam at least got to do something entertaining with that during that sequence. Out of generosity, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, that had nothing to do with the super. That was just done for fun, I guess. But Shazam, this is the only super that he's got in the Injustice series, because he's not in Injustice 2, because Superman decided to do the whole murder a child in front of a room full of my friends. Why was anyone on Superman's side in this? Oh shit, that's one hell of an uppercut. Damn. Oh, and catches them. And swings them back. Okay, that was actually pretty sick. That was brutal. I'm watching that again. So we start off. He gets the uppercut. So strong that sends him right up into the clouds. 2 good punches. A slam down on their back. See that again. Slam down on their back. They're going down fast. And he catches them. He's fast enough to catch the opponent by their foot. And then spin them around for this damn brutal trip down. That's good. That's really good. Is that worthy of a 10 out of 10, though? I feel like what it's missing is, him actually going Shazam and doing something with the actual Shazam lightning bolt. Though I don't know how they would have incorporated that here. Maybe right after he does the spinny throwdown, he could have called upon the Shazam lightning bolt and then have that strike the opponent right as they land for even more brutal impact. But yeah, overall pretty cool. I'm going to give that a... So far I'm just going to give it a 9. I feel like if I'm going to give it a 10, it should at least have him going Shazam and doing something with that. All right, Green Lantern. Is he going to use scissors and cut off Sinestro's arm? No, he takes you to Oa, gets Hammer, 2 buses, and then jet planes. That's it. That's all Hal Jordan gets. Though, hey, I gotta admit, it is better than just green scissors to cut off the opponent's hand and then big shoe. I step in loser. Yeah, I'm still not over the fucking death battle. That was fucking trash. But so was this. This overall wasn't all that interesting. First of all, why did he take them to Oa? There's no reason for him to take them to Oa. And then what he does, just a hammer, 2 buses, and then planes. The only thing that really made sense there were the planes. Just feels so random. Feels very unnecessary. I'm gonna give that a middle of the road. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'll give it a 6. You know what? I'm gonna be a little generous. 6 is also what I gave Superman's, so count yourself a little lucky there, Hal. I don't remember what Sinestro does. Oh shit, he creates a portal. Alright, that's okay. Okay, so overall, kind of basic, but still really cool. The fact that he doesn't even bother flying all the way up into space. He just makes his own portal, grabs 2 asteroids, uses them to crush you, and then creates a space laser to shoot you back down. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to give that one a 9. I like it. So now we get the only guest character in this. It wasn't until Injustice 2 where we got multiple guest characters, but yes, because this was made by NetherRealm, they just had to throw in Scorpion. So, also, yeah, Scorpion's design in this. Holy shit, I love it. Very cool. This kind of makes me want to see a Mortal Kombat versus DC comic. Just as long as they make it nothing like Mortal Kombat versus DC the game. They could also do something like a movie. Maybe they have Mortal Kombat in the... no, I was going to say Mortal Kombat in the DC EU, but they'd probably end up getting the 2021 Mortal Kombat cast to collab with that, which I would not want to see because that movie was so bad. But if they were to do a DC animated universe movie, that would be pretty cool. Doing an animated Mortal Kombat versus DC universe, especially since we've got the animated Mortal Kombat movies, Scorpion's Revenge and Battle for the Realms, which I also have yet to see Battle for the Realms. That's another thing that I want to do soon. I want to watch that. So yeah, that would be pretty cool using those versions of the Mortal Kombat cast in a Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe animated movie. But again, just as long as it's nothing like the game. Anyway, Scorpion Super. Let's get right into it. Alright. Takes you to hell. Yes, I know it's another realm, but I'm just going to call it hell. Then just some fun stuff with his... yes, I know they're called rope spears, but it's clearly chains. It's kunai with chains, alright? Yeah, all he does is whip fire at you, and slam you into two rocks, and then swing you up and then slam you down. Overall, not all that interesting. Yeah, he really needed. I don't know what they could have done. Maybe they could have. Because at the time, I believe the only. Yeah, at the time, the only Mortal Kombat game that was out that NetherRealm made was MK9, and in that they had the X-Rays supers, which Scorpions in that game was terrible. So don't reference that. This was at least way better than that super, but I don't know. I guess reference one of the fatalities. Of course, the first one to come to mind would be Toasty. But that's kind of used in the outro. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe reference another fatality. Maybe end up doing the one from MK2 where he slits your throat and cuts you in half, but he doesn't do that. He just does the same swipes or the same slashes, just to kind of add something extra to that, because this just lacks a lot, because it's just, oh, get over here, and let me jump, get over here. Yeah. I'm going to have to give it a 6. Could have done way better for Scorpion. Now for Black Adam. Alright, what have you got? The Rock. An uppercut, a knee. Okay, he uses Shazam, but Shazam doesn't use Shazam? The hell is that all about? But, anyways. Yeah. It's still not as good as Shazam's super, if you ask me. Shazam's was just way more brutal. But this still used, you know, the character's power, the character's main feature. Shouting Shazam and summoning the lightning bolt. This was still cool. This is still worthy of a 7 out of 10. I forgot Hawkgirl was in this game. She's just overall very forgettable. Okay, brings you up to the clouds. And then hits you in the right side of your face twice. Still does that with great speed and great force, you can tell. Especially because she stops you mid-momentum. But overall, still very unimpressive. I'll at least give it a 4. Save it from a 3 because it was at least cool seeing that she was fast enough to catch up to you and just continue to just destroy your face. Even if, you know, she didn't really. But whatever. I did not hit the volume button there, so that was weird. Anyways, Aquaman. Okay, floods the arena, stabs you, and feeds you to the shark. I think that's pretty cool. That works for Aquaman. Again, it's one where not a lot happens. But, you know, he calls upon the tide, floods the arena, then catches you with his fishing tool, and uses that to feed the shark. Um, yeah, I think that it's like Superman. It's one where not a lot happens, but it's still really cool to see. Really fits with the character. Except I'm gonna give this one a 7. I think it's better than Superman still. Nightwing. And this is Dick Grayson, thank goodness, because fuck Damian Wayne. Damn. Speedy slashes, and then... Alright, pretty cool. I feel like the motorcycle could have been used for a bit more than just going extra fast with your slashes. I feel like if you want to add to that, you could have had... When Nightwing jumped off the motorcycle, could have ran over the opponent, and then the opponent gets up right in time for Nightwing to slam them down with the staff. That might have helped it a bit, but this was still pretty cool. I'd say a 6. I don't think it's as a 7. Because think about it, is it as good as Batman's? No, I don't think it's as good as Batman's. Sorry, Nightwing, but gotta be honest with myself, not as good as Batman's. Wait. Did it skip Batgirl? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah. Boom. Okay. And then boom. All right. That was really cool. Let's watch that again. So, take a look at what Bane does. Grabs you. Then from here, boom. Uppercut to the gut. Uppercut to the face. Or the chin or whatever. Grabs you while you're still in the air. Slams you on the ground. Then picks you up and does his famous backbreaker. That's good. That's a great Bane super. I think that's probably the perfect Bane super. I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. Because like I said, that is perfect for Bane. He amps himself up, giving him more power from the Venom. Does these brutal fucking punches, these brutal uppercuts. And then sets himself up perfectly to do the backbreaker. It's a 10 out of 10. Doomsday. Here we go. We're going to see what Doomsday does. Because if I remember correctly, it's something similar to what Zod does. Does it use the moon? We'll see. Oh, that's right. He punches you through the earth. Okay, that kind of messed it up with these. Okay, so first of all, this just completely skipped Batgirl. Second of all, this kind of blocked the actual super. But still, that was a sick super. Punching you all the way through the earth. And then punching you all the way back up. That is brutal. That is good. That's a 10 out of 10. That's another 10 out of 10. So now, let me see if I can find another video that has Batgirls. This one claims to have all the DLC. We're going to see about that. I don't know if I can show this ad, so I'm just going to wait these ads out. Okay. We're back. Oh yeah, shout out to this person now, Life and Death. Okay. Footage is a little slow. Oh shit, Batman Beyond. That's pretty cool. Hang on, I want to see Joker. And why is it messing with the... Again, it's pausing and unpausing without me touching anything. Let me... I'd ask if the music is too loud, but I don't think anyone's in chat to answer that, so... Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen again. I just realized this, for some reason, is in my recommended, so let's just, oops. No! Okay. See if I can find... Oh, that's Green Arrow. So I know that Batgirl's utilizes the grappling hook. Oh yeah, it's Arkham City Catwoman.